I put my hands up and I'm not actually blind. We're starting good. I didn't even choose Pilates. I'm in it for a free guide dog. Hi, hey, I could teach this. So I thought I'd do a quick Q&A because since rebranding, I've had a few more subscribers, which is lovely. Welcome if you're new. I've had followers on Instagram and I thought, you know, it'd be quite nice to connect a little bit more so that you can get to know me a little bit more and ask some questions. So we got some good questions from Pilates staff to, there was a lot of blind questions, which I expected anyway. But yeah, so if I haven't met you before, you've just stumbled across this channel, my name is Emma, this is my guide dog Archie, and I've been teaching Pilates for 10 years, yeah. In June, I started in 2024, which is just crazy, it's gone so fast, but yeah, let's get started with question number 1. We're starting good. So, are you really blind? Yeah, people have asked this, or I've had similar questions. Hi, I've had similar questions like, are you faking being blind? Why are you wearing glasses if you're blind? Very similar questions. As if I'm gonna go, do you know what? I put my hands up and I'm not actually blind. I'm in it for a free guide dog. I get to skip queues at venues, I get benefits, I am able to have discounts on things. I don't know what people expect. You don't just go into an optician's or an eye hospital and pretend that you can't see the chart to be registered blind. There's a whole load of tests that you have to do, and yes, I am actually registered blind or severely sight impaired. Question number 2 was, what condition do you have and how does it affect you? So I have a condition called cone rod dystrophy or retinal dystrophy, which means that I have a slow progression of, it slowly leads to sight loss and blindness. So I have almost no central vision. All I see really is sparkling lights and flashing lights and blur. Then I have my near peripheral, which is much better. That's where I see the most. Not so much my far peripheral. I can't see my hands here or above and below me. I also have a condition called nystagmus, which means that my eyes involuntarily shake. So that means that it causes blurred vision and it's hard to focus and it causes balance issues for me anyway. So that's why if you see me wobbling on the mat, there you go. But yeah, so I am registered blind. All of those things put together mean that I am registered blind. Don't let the glasses put you off. I am very short-sighted and the glasses help a teeny tiny bit with my short-sightedness. That's all. Oh, and they tint when I'm outside, so that helps. But yeah, I am, unfortunately for the people that think I'm faking it to get a guide dog, I am actually registered blind. So question number 3 is, why did you choose Pilates and not something else like yoga or dance? So the answer to that is, I didn't even choose Pilates. It almost chose me. So if you have a look on my website, I'll leave it down below. I've got my whole kind of story on there. And that was another question. I'd love to tell my whole story, but I wouldn't fit it in a video. You'd be here for about a day. So that's on my website. I'll leave it down below. But yeah, long story short, I was originally into dance and music and I still am, but as my eyes got worse, I then started to believe that I wasn't able to do those things, and I was told by other people, how can you do those things when you're going blind? So I believed it. So I wasn't working, I had lots of free time, but I still wanted to stay fit. So I stumbled across a class that was actually called Core Stability, because a lot of people didn't even know what Pilates was, and it turned out to be Pilates. And I was like, hey, I could teach this. And it went from there, found an accessible course, and that was it. 3 years later, I was out teaching. So yeah, that's how I got into Pilates. Which leads on to number 4, which is, what is your style? And I had a few questions like this, like, what is your style and where does it come from, and what type of Pilates do you teach. And so my style very much comes from being registered blind. So I am very hands-on, so I'm always checking things. I'm very short-sighted, so I will walk around the room a lot so that I can check people. I am also still able to see shapes and shadows, and I still have enough vision to see how people are moving, so I can still see if people are doing something wrong. Actually, I'm more in tune with that, I would say, because I'm not thinking about what people are wearing, what colours they're wearing. I can't see people's faces, so it's all about the movement. And in my classes, I want people to feel all the other senses. I want you to feel the movement. I want you to notice can you feel the breeze around? How is your body feeling? Not just, oh, what does it look like in a mirror? My classes are very much about the whole of our senses and taking you on a journey. And my legs and my feet are going numb, taking you on a journey. And yeah, that's what my class is. I'm very, very descriptive as well. Naturally, I'm quite descriptive anyway, because I need it in my life. I need description everywhere to help me visualize everything. But it means I'm naturally quite descriptive, and that has helped other blind people and other visually impaired people, because they can come along to my class or watch me online and follow along, because I'm describing everything. It even helps people that are sighted, because they can put their device to the side and listen along. So very descriptive, all about controlled movement that we feel, and that's my style. Question number 5 is, how often should I be doing Pilates? This question will vary where you look it up. I think it's up to you. Of course, the more you do it, you're going to see a quicker, or you might notice things a little bit quicker. You might progress faster and feel you're getting stronger quicker. However, you might be doing more classes but not putting as much into it. So I would rather you do 1, 2, 3 shorter classes, or one on its own with quality movement, really putting everything into it, than doing 5 or 6 a week where you're just rushing through and you're not really taking your time with it. So I think it depends on you. If you can do 15 minutes a day, do 15 minutes a day. If you can do an hour, do an hour. But just take your time, make sure you're doing it properly and getting the most out of it. And whatever you decide to do, I would say if you can do a little bit of movement every single day. Personally, I like little often, so I will do 15 minutes to half an hour of Pilates or some sort of stretching or movement every single day. But yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself, and whatever works for you, go for that. Question number 6 is about Archie, and it is, how has Archie changed your life? And I also got another lovely question from one of my clients who said, how does he do it? I don't know. He is so clever. So Archie is a full Labrador. He's just come out a bit ginger. He is 5 in 2 weeks. He's growing up so fast. And I've had him for 2.5 years. And every day I ask myself how I'm so lucky, and how does he understand me? He's so clever, and he listens and he understands, and he gives me so much confidence. I can now walk along the street and feel like I'm flying along. I'm not getting as many headaches. I am feeling more confident. I don't feel as tired. He's so funny. He's so cheeky that he brings so much joy to every single day, and everyone in class loves him. He was in class today with me, and he was dreaming and wagging his tail and making little noises, and he greets everyone at the end, and he's always by my side. He's like my little companion. But yeah, he's amazing, and I don't honestly know what I would do without him. So yeah, by the way, I'm absolutely freezing, but I'm just trying out this new microphone that I got for Christmas, and if I wear anything else, I don't know where to clip it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have to freeze in a vest top, but anyway. The last question that I'm gonna quickly do is, why did you rebrand? I rebranded from just Unique Pilates to Guided Pilates because I feel like we outgrew the name. The name was very vague. Yes, we are still unique, but in what way? So I wanted something shorter, snappier. I wanted something that people would remember, something that had a deeper meaning. So one Saturday morning, Guided popped into my head, and I was like, oh, that would really work. It's a little nod to Archie, because Archie physically guides me. I'm being guided physically to every single class. And then once we get to the class, I take over the Pilates guiding. So that's a little nod there. But also, if you look up the word guided, it means to take someone on a journey, to help them reach a destination, to lead someone, to be a strong guide. And I thought, that works pretty well for Pilates as well. I'm all about taking you on a journey and doing the best I can to help you reach your goals and your destination. And yeah, I thought it worked quite nicely. I mean, I don't know what you think, but I quite like it. Oh, and in my logo, we've put birds, because that symbolises journey and freedom and strength. And without realising it at the time, the birds fall on the letter A and E, and it's almost like me and Archie. There you go. So yeah, I'm sorry it was a little bit shorter, and I wish that I could answer all of your questions. In fact, if you have more, leave it in the comments down below. I've got lots more stuff on my website, and if you want to know how I do things as a blind person, how I do everything, I'm a one-man band. I edit, I film, I set up the room on my own. So if you want to know how I do it all, it's all on Instagram. I'll leave it down below. You can see how I get to work and how Archie guides me and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I hope that's helped you get to know me a little bit more, and my classes and what I do and how blind I am. No, but yes, I give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for another routine. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye. We are done. Oh my goodness.